So now you've had a lot of experience working on these large scale projects, office buildings, and Mahindra World City and HCL's buildings. After I'm going to jump forward to 2015, but before I talk about what happens in 2015, I just wanted to ask you, now that at this point you've had 15-20 years of working, right? During that time, did you, in your own mind, did you have an idea saying that I like working more with public spaces, or I like working more on private buildings and spaces? Was there anything like that?
Yeah. So I have always maintained my interest in public space ever since I returned. So even from 2002, be it approaching CMDA for any possible opportunities for collaboration. After that, in 2004, there was a call for interested citizens to come together to improve their neighborhoods. And this was driven by Mylapore Times. At that time, it was a newspaper article. Goethe Institute and Mylapore Times called for citizens to be engaged in celebrating their neighborhood. So we joined that discussion, and the outcome of that was we created something called Namma Mylapore.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
which was a sort of a non-profit trust that was formed to talk about the heritage of Mylapore, and we used to conduct these walks in and around this neighborhood. So this was in 2004, and that led to a couple of other things that were focused on trying to see how to make the experience of someone who's in the city, either as a visitor or as a resident, make that experience better for them. So in 2007, we collaborated with Raj Cherubal, who's now the CEO of Smart City, and we actually approached the Commissioner of Chennai Corporation, looking to see if we can improve the pedestrian infrastructure in the city. At that time, the footpath was at 1 foot height. And the government always said that it was because it was to prevent people from parking on the
cars.
Parking two-wheelers on the parking. But at that height, no one ever used those footpaths. So we did this sort of demo project on LB Road, where we said, let us design a proper footpath and demonstrate to you that, if it's done nicely, people will actually use it for walking. And that was the very beginning of the public space initiatives that some of us, so there were a group of interested citizens at that time who all had this common idea that the pedestrian infrastructure in Chennai should be better. And one thing led to the other, and the timing of that was also right, because at the national level, there was a mission and a movement towards upgrading and spending on cities' infrastructures with the JNNURM, which was a predecessor to what is now called the Smart City initiative. So
this was in 2007 when you did LB Road?
Yeah, LB Road was around 2007. And that led to a little bigger project, which was at that time called 26 roads or something like that, because we'd identified different stretches of bus route roads to see how you can improve the last mile connectivity. So people who are traveling by bus, once they get on at the bus stop, how easy is it for them to walk to their, walk into their neighborhoods. So I did a couple of roads at that time, Police Commissioner Road.
All those, all the work that you did, are they still in place today?
Yeah, that's the fascinating part. The outline of it is still there. You can, the alignment of the road, some of the footpaths are also in good condition. But of course, some things have then subsequently been encroached on, etc.
Yeah, like 13, 14 years.
Yeah, it's a long time. But slowly and steadily, this has become mainstream with the work that corporation is doing, which was one or two odds and ends we were doing at that time. Now it's become part of the system itself.
Yeah.
In fact, a few years afterwards, so each time we did a project, we tried to understand what can be done to scale this effort, because we realized that giving the detailed drawings for one street and standing on the road and getting it implemented is not scalable for the size of city that we have.
Yeah.
So I did a program along with ITDP and School of Architecture and Planning, which was designed to build capacity within the system.
Yeah.
In fact, the outcome of that was this public space design toolkit, where we actually taught people, what is the right of way design and how the streetscape should not be car focused, but should rather be pedestrian focused.
Yeah.
And some of those have gotten mainstreamed into the system now. So a lot of that happened in parallel with all the other projects that I was doing.
Okay.